Today is March the 4th, 2011. The title of this video is Credible Witnesses of the Character of J. Frank Norris. My videos are produced in conjunction with the J. Frank Norris Historical Society, so you can see what I've recorded today both on YouTube as well as looking at my blog entitled J. Frank Norris Historical Society. By way of information to each of you, I would like to relate to you that as of August of 2010, our videos have been viewed by approximately 5,000 viewers. And let me assure you that my aim is to be factual and accurate on every occasion. Today, I want to give you the names of persons, all of whom I knew very well, and whose credibility is beyond dispute. These are the names of the people that I refer to: Mr. Brooks Morris, Ms. Lorraine Raines, Miss Bobwood Edmondson, and Mr. Charlie Brazelton. A question I would like to pose to all of those who in past decades and also at this present time, I ask this question: why were these people that I've mentioned not interviewed as to the character of J. Frank Norris in numerous biographies now in print? Well, you may ask or say, these people are dead and long gone out of the picture. But my answer is this, and I'm asking my daughter at this time: Gail, am I dead? Look at me.
Certainly not. Not like Osama bin Laden.
Okay, that's good. My answer is I'm not dead. But I can vouchsafe for those, or vouchsafe for what these four people have related to me about the man, J. Frank Norris. First of all, Brooks Morris was choir director of the First Baptist Church of Fort Worth for 28 years. He was founder and director of the Fort Worth Symphony Orchestra. Using his Stradivarius violin, Mr. Morris taught violin lessons to the who's who elite of Fort Worth society. He related to me that J. Frank Norris was the most honorable and decent man he ever knew. That's pretty strong stuff. Lorraine Raines, who was Dr. Norris's personal secretary, whose name has long been forgotten, and for 28 years she was his personal secretary. She was not even a member of the First Baptist Church, a long-time member of the Methodist Church. But I would say outside of the Norris family, Lorraine Raines knew more about the personal life of J. Frank Norris than any of his associates. In my interview with her, this has been 35 years ago, she related to me this statement: J. Frank Norris was a gentleman's gentleman. Miss Bobwood Edmondson, the other person of interest, was an English textbook author for the state of Texas. She was a devoted member of the First Baptist Church and idolized J. Frank Norris. There was never a more honorable person than Miss Edmondson. In addition, she was Dr. Norris's confidant. During my interview with Miss Edmondson, I remember her quoting to me this quote from Dr. Norris: "Miss Edmondson, I want you to listen to every word that I say in my sermons and correct me if at any time my English is not correct. And incidentally, she was my English teacher at Pascal High School in 1936. Lastly, Mr. Charlie Blaserton was vice president of the Fort Worth National Bank in Fort Worth. His comments to me were, J. Frank Norris was my dearest friend, and incidentally, his wife was a teenager and a member of the First Baptist Church when Norris became pastor in 1909. Now, looking at the negative side, which the pundits have used to misinform the inquisitors, people who wonder about what was J. Frank Norris like. Quoting from Dr. W.A. Criswell of the First Baptist Church of Dallas, Texas, said J. Frank Norris had a dark side. He, Dr. Criswell, of course, has passed on. But to those who echo Dr. Criswell's sentiment, my challenge is this, in which I issue to any who are listening or viewing this video. Be specific. If you feel that J. Frank Norris had a dark side, be specific and present convincing evidence of this so-called dark side. And I will give you equal time on my video to all who challenge me. Write to me, Roy Falls, Comanche Chapel, Granbury, Texas. In closing, some might say, why do you spend so much time defending the character of J. Frank Norris? One reason I do this, and that's because he was the greatest soul winner, personal soul winner of his generations. Why should not a man with this reputation be memorialized for the good that he's done rather than to try and besmirch his name? Not perfect, by all means, but he was a man of highest character, of which I have proven by the testimony of those who were closest to him. Thank you again for listening. God bless each one, and God bless America. Thank you.